Good afternoon, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Blanca. The case I will be presenting today is the people of the state of New York versus Daniel Aleman Jr. and Daniel Rodriguez.
Okay, slow it down a little. I know you're talking fast because you're nervous. Relax, okay? Good. Go ahead.
I will now explain what happened to the persons involved in this case. On October 8, 2009, Daniel Aleman and Daniel Rodriguez brutally attacked Jack Price at about 4:30 a.m. in front of 1802 College Point Boulevard, who was 49 years old at the time, in the act of hate. Jack Price is an openly gay man who was walking home after buying cigarettes at his local deli on the corner of College Point Boulevard and 118th Avenue, when two men, in this case Mr. Aleman and Mr. Rodriguez, approached him and shouted anti-gay slurs, such as calling him a faggot. They then proceeded to beat him up and take his belongings, leaving Jack Price suffer from a broken jaw, broken ribs, 2 collapsed lungs, and a lacerated spleen. The defendant, Daniel Rodriguez, has been charged with robbery in the first degree as a hate crime, robbery in the second degree as a hate crime, assault in the second degree as a hate crime. The defendant, Daniel Aleman, has been charged with assault in the second degree as a hate crime. The defendant, Daniel Rodriguez, pleaded guilty to first-degree robbery as a hate crime, and Daniel Aleman was held on a $20,000 bail while charges against Rodriguez were pending. Unlike other hate crime cases, the uniqueness in this case was that a video was available for evidence. There was a surveillance camera from the store Jack Price was shopping at that recorded the whole thing. In the video, you can see a taxicab pass by without stopping. Daniel Aleman and Daniel Rodriguez said they supposedly saw Jack Price preparing to do graffiti on the wall, and were disgusted because they knew he was going to put contact information for gay sex on the wall, something like "for a good time, call Jack." According to ABC News, Jack Price left the hospital following 6 days in a coma, 6 days on a respirator, and 4 surgeries. He lost his vision in one eye. Daniel Rodriguez's sister told Fox News that Daniel is innocent because he himself has gay relatives and even once had a gay roommate. During the case was being investigated, Daniel Rodriguez was caught saying Jack Price called that assault upon himself. Daniel Aleman implicated himself, saying he simply joined in on the assault for no good reason. He said, "Me being stupid ass took a couple cheap shots on the white guy." Keep in mind that this is a case about a hate crime. For a crime to be considered a hate crime, a person must commit an offense and either intentionally commit the act or select the person because of a belief regarding the race, color, national origin, ancestry, religion practice, age, disability, gender, religion, or sexual orientation of a person, regardless whether or not the belief is correct. Okay. As a result of the trial, Daniel Rodriguez was sentenced to 12 years in prison, and Daniel Aleman was sentenced 8 years in prison. I feel the outcome of the trial was handled seriously by the County of Queens and in a timely manner. Jack Price suffered from serious damage, needed medical treatment, and went into a coma on his hospital bed. The man was nearly close to death but survived. By taking the case seriously, they show the LGBTQ community that they are protected.
Okay, very good job. So they went to trial and they were found guilty by a jury?
Yes.
Okay. And for some reason, Aleman was the one who said, "I just joined in."
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got less time.
He got less, yeah.
The judge gave him less time. And usually after the time that they're given, it includes a period of supervision or parole. So they could be under Department of Correction or Probation Department or Parole Division supervision for a long, long time, longer than they're in jail. Okay? You have any questions?
Yeah. You said robbery in the first degree is when a weapon is involved?
Yes.
Yeah, Daniel Rodriguez was charged with that, but I didn't find any weapon on
Well, robbery in the first degree can also be when you cause a serious physical injury to somebody. Okay, and that's what they did here. There's no doubt they caused a serious physical injury. In fact, let's look at the indictment, see what it says for the robbery in the first degree.
They have 14 counts.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Robbery in the second degree, robbery in the second. See, here it says the defendants each aiding the other on or about October 8, 2009 in the County of Queens forcibly stole certain property personal property from Jack Price, and in the course of the commission of the crime or immediate flight therefrom, the defendants caused serious physical injury to Jack Price. So that's a separate subsection of robbery in the first degree. So it can be either with a weapon or can also be causing serious physical injury. That's why it was robbery in the first degree, which is a Class B felony. And I don't know if they called that as a hate crime. They didn't charge that as a hate crime. They could have, but they didn't. But assault in the first degree as a hate crime is the same thing. So they could have been sentenced as Class A felons, but they were sentenced as Class B. Okay? Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.